Doctors in the West are leaving medicine.
I've left medicine. This isn't clickbait.
For those of you who are new here, my name is Dr. Kevin Jubal. I graduated medical school in 2017, matched into plastic surgery, and in 2018, I quit.
Many months, but I think I'm finally at the point where I can comfortably admit to myself and to you guys that I'm going to be leaving medicine for good.
They are leaving this. All big names. Why in the world are they leaving medicine? Is medicine losing its appeal? Is medicine losing its value? Or is it something deeper? Let's start by answering the obvious question. Why did Ali Abdal, Zach Haley, and Kevin Jubal leave medicine? Ali Abdal was a former UK doctor and he left medicine because he found joy in making content, creating courses, entrepreneurship. It allowed him to make an impact in the society that he wants, which is far greater than what he can do in the hospital. Dr. Kevin Jubal, he was a plastic surgeon. Noted plastic surgeon. Look how much effort he had to put to get to that position. And he left medicine. Why? Because it didn't align with his mental health and lifelong goals. Zach Haley is the recent who left medicine. He was first year internal medicine resident and he left medicine because of his love for content creation. Now, what are the common themes that make doctors to leave medicine? The single thing that all doctors will accept is the burnout, the long hours, limited personal time, and the admin work. Well, it ticks all the criteria, right? Second is mismatched values. Many doctors come into the field thinking because it's a noble profession, they're here to save people's life, and what happens after some years is that they feel this doesn't align to their lifelong goals. The third reason is alternative passions, like these three big names. They had content creation and passion for entrepreneurship and whatnot. If you find a passion which is giving more fulfillment to your life than medicine does, well, that's a big enough reason to leave, right? Now, is this trend good or bad? The good thing among this is that it opens up new conversations. Finally, someone has taken into career fulfillment and mental health into the equation of your career success, right? This type of conversations will show the younger doctors that doctors are not robots. They want peace, they want fulfillment. The bad thing is that we are losing so much of great doctors. Like these are the top-notch, creamy 1% of doctors. They balance content creation, business, and being a doctor. And if we are losing that kind of people, we are losing the great minds. The second thing is that this can discourage students who want to pursue medicine in the future. Doctors who leave medicine, they are 10, 15, 20 steps ahead in their career and they have all the information they need to leave medicine. They have alternate pathways, they have alternate safety nets, right? But these students who are just entering into the medical field, they don't know how it works. They are just looking at these people, content creators, as an inspiration, as a role model. If they don't have enough information, they might end up taking a bad decision. Okay, doctors are leading in the US, UK. Now, what impact does that have on Indian society? That's the important thing. Here's where this gets interesting. Being a doctor in India is not just a job, it's not a profession. It's a status symbol, right? A doctor leaving medicine is equivalent to performing a professional suicide. Now, why would you leave medicine, right? That will be the thought running in your relatives' mind, your everyone's mind who know you as a doctor. But, we had to remember one thing. Are you clinging to this profession only because of its respect or its status? Or are you clinging to it because of your love for the subject? Let's address the elephant in the room. Doctors are leaving medicine. Is it worth to study medicine? Of course, we need doctors. It is worth studying. But what are the other factors that can influence whether you should study or not? Medicine is absolutely worth it. It's absolutely worth it if you want to treat people, you want to care for people through direct patient care. Of course, there are so many services you can provide and help people. There are NGOs or you can do whatever you want. Teaching is also a service, right? You want to help people. There are so many ways. But do you want to treat people, care for people through direct patient care? Well, medicine is your go-to choice. See, medicine is not a 4-year degree. You just go to college, get a degree, get a job. No, it's not like engineering. It's a long go. You have to spend 15, 20 years to make a name for yourself. If you're a person who will be fine with that, well, you can choose medicine. Medicine is not just like you can twist the bolts and fix a chair or something. It's a puzzle. You have to find what's wrong with the person. You have to treat them like a detective treats a case. But if you'll be interested in doing that, well, medicine is your choice. Always keep this point in the mind. Medicine is not for everyone And I don't mean this in a bad way. It's not that medicine is only for like people who study more. No. Not everyone who gets the high rank or not everyone who clears their 10th grade with some extraordinary marks 490, 485 plus has to take biomass and join NEET coaching to become a doctor, right? We need intelligent people in every areas of the country or every areas of the sectors. Like you want intelligent people in the engineering, you want intelligent people in farming or even farming. Yeah, it needs intelligent people. Just because you're intelligent doesn't mean that you have to take a medicine, because that's the preconceived notion of Indian people. If you're doing good, become a doctor. You should become a doctor only if it aligns with your life and if it aligns with your goals. Now, this is very difficult for the Indian society. You're 14 years old when you make a decision of whether you need to go into NEET coaching or not. Some even before that, they go into NEET coaching from 8th, 7th grade. You're what, 12 years old? Do you want to decide what profession you have to pursue when you're 12 years old? Well, that's what's happening in India. Should you consider leaving medicine at all after all this? If you are a person who is exhausted, if medicine is not sustainable at all to you, if your burnout is killing you, you should consider leaving medicine. The second reason you should consider leaving is that if you have any strong alternative passion, not just because I like to play cricket, I'll go play IPL. No, not that kind of passion. Do you really have a very strong passion? Like, do you want to do modeling? Or do you want to become a fashion designer or anything? An alternate career which you're very passionate about. Then you can consider leaving. Well, content creation is also on the rise. Right? Many people are leaving just because of content creation. If that's what you're very passionate about, if it's worth more than the MBBS degree you work so hard, you can consider leaving medicine. The third reason you might consider leaving medicine is that if you are into medicine just because of your society's expectation, or it's because of your parents forced you to become a doctor, well, that is the biggest reason you should consider. Because you're not there for yourself. You cannot put in all of your time, all of your 5-6 years of life into learning medicine for a thing which you didn't even want to do, right? If you want to pursue medicine and have a work-life balance, well, you can have so many specialties. And if you're fine with not having work-life balance, but you want to be so dedicated to becoming a surgeon or a neurosurgeon or plastic surgeon, if you're so dedicated to that, well, you don't have to consider leaving. If work-life balance is a deal breaker, maybe you should consider some other choices. Okay, we saw who should consider leaving the medicine. If everyone leaves, who is going to be doctors, right? Who is going to treat the patient now? Who should be in medicine? Who should practice to become doctors? If you are a person who cannot think doing anything else, you cannot think of any job or any profession you can be other than being a doctor, if that's what is the condition for you, well, you're very happy. The world needs more people like you, right? And if you are a person who enjoy direct patient care, as I said earlier, this is a great field to do your service. Now, coming to the cherry on the top, will Indian society accept this trend? Will the Indian parents or the Asian parents be ready to accept this change, right? Now, the main challenge here is that the Indian parents have placed doctors on a pedestal. For decades, so many decades, being a doctor symbolizes success. Being a doctor means respect. Being a doctor means like a god. But now, the doctors are changing. They are coming forward to discuss the other issues like mental health problems, financial constraints of being a doctor. They're talking about the practicality of being a doctor. This will take definitely a long time to change, but definitely it will change. Why? Because people will start valuing their mental health, their purpose in life, work-life balance, everything. If being a doctor is just a degree to your name, if being a doctor is just adding DR prefix to your name, it's not the job you have to do. You should consider some other thing. So what is my big takeaway here in this video is that leaving medicine is not being afraid or not running away. It's running towards something you love, running towards something you're passionate, running towards or to become a better person, to become a different person. That's what leaving medicine is for so many people. People should start seeing leaving one career, not just being a doctor. They should see leaving one career to do something they were passionate about as an opportunity of growth. It should not withhold them from doing that. I want you guys to remember, being a doctor is an incredible thing. You're saving people, bringing back people to life. The main thing is you care for people, right? But being a doctor is not the only thing you can help people. There are so many other services. You should understand that. If this video gave you a new perspective, please drop a like and a comment. And if you would like to see more videos of this time, please subscribe to the channel to get notified whenever the new video arrives. Until then, this is Ram signing off from the Human Mechanic.